So, power failure. What is your action plan? An emergency action plan for your reptiles. Here's what I do. A lot of people do similar things. The wood stove. We leave the reptiles in their enclosures for a few minutes until we get the wood stove up to a point where there's enough coals that it's throwing some decent heat. And then here is Charlie the ball python. He's in his tub. He's got his little security blanket. That's a towel that we use on our lap. And he's got his hide. He can regulate to one end or the other. Right now, we're reading 82 on this end. Of course, that's the exterior of the plastic. And this end, you see it's 62. But our adjustment is to or fro, depending on what we need. And then here's little Leona. She's got the little burrito style because she likes to get in the dark too. So she's in there. She's got a face cloth. She can make a little leopard gecko burrito. She can go to either end as she sees fit to regulate. Right now, the front is at 79, so the back is usually 5 or 10 degrees cooler. So that's the emergency action plan. You see a little ventilated top for the ball python. I am going to do the same for one of these for Leona. And we wait and see as far as the power is concerned. But everyone's toasty warm. That's an emergency action plan. So high winds outside caused this power failure. It could be a long time. It could even be days. Usually it's pretty good. It's just early in the day. But we're doing fine. I hope everyone out there that lives in northern climates has some sort of reptile emergency action plan. An amazing little device that makes an enormous difference if you're not aware of it. These little power failure alarms, you can get these on eBay. And it plugs into an outlet. When the power fails, right now it's switched off because once the power fails, it sounds an alarm. There's the alarm. So this is great if you were sleeping and you slept through the power failure, you didn't know it was out. And of course it comes with a handy flashlight as well. So you can use that as a flashlight. Right there to find your way in the dark. And this could save your reptile's life if you happen to sleep through a power failure and you're toasty warm and it's been out for a few hours. We don't want that. So look into this if you live in a cold region. As the coals are building up, you want to be sure to just keep checking until you're confident of this distance. I've done this quite a few times and I know it's about a foot back from the edge of the tile is about that cherry spot but you can check now inside. So we got 84, that's the temp of the plastic, and 65. So she can regulate. And she has the towel to do her dark, her leopard gecko burrito act if she chooses to. Because she also spends many long sessions under my shirt collar or sweater collar. She loves to sleep under there. Moving to the next door neighbor, we'll check in with Charlie, the ball python. He's got 87 on one end. 64 and coming up lightly. And he has his hide from his enclosure, which I bring in here. That's his little security blanket, and he's coming out to say hello. Hello, Charlie. Charlie. Here he is. He's a growing boy, and he's not knowing what to make of this, but he's coming out. Leona doesn't seem to be taking very well to her little towel style of being able to hide. I'm taking an old mushroom container and we'll fabricate a real quick dark hide for her. So I save these mushroom containers for my garden, and that'll do nicely. Just cut a corner out of each side, and she'll go in there to feel secure. Again, another quick check. Heat check 80. 62, she can regulate. So I have one of these thermally activated fans, which helps with a few more BTUs. Ordinarily, when there is power, we have the electric fan to blow hot air, but these also make a great difference. You could have 3 of these running at once if you wanted to, and a skillet for some moisture in the air. You might also consider, if you have an apartment, you can't have a wood stove, perhaps a hand warmer pouches may work. I think that's something that could be tested. Put a hand warmer pouch under a tub like this on one end, and I would experiment and put a heat gun and see if that could work. Anyway, thanks for watching.